It's Wednesday, and you know what that means. Welcome, everybody, to the Bead Places Live show. Whoop, whoop. I'm Alex. That's Abby. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. Before we get started, make sure to like it on YouTube, heart it on Facebook, and share it with all of your friends. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out. How's everyone doing tonight? Where are you watching from? What you doing? What's
You guys
your
ready
favorite
for the
color? No.
You guys ready for the holiday season to start? We're almost there. I don't know if you're a after Thanksgiving purist or not.
No.
You're not.
Halloween ends. Christmas is the next day. Christmas season is the next day. So, are your trees up? If you celebrate? Heck no.
We told Parker she had to clean all her toys out of the living room so that we would have room to put the Christmas
Well, I mean,
tree
that
up.
is true. It's not like we lied to her.
Yeah.
She also got.
I'm just saying we're like in the mindset to like.
Oh yeah.
Start getting ready.
It's right around the corner, man.
Yeah.
She also got a call from Santa. It was not a great call, but.
Why are you spreading her business all over the internet?
Hey,
like that?
All I'm saying is she's behaving now. That's all I'm saying. Santa was brutally honest with her.
It was a sweet video chat from Santa Claus.
Hopefully she's not watching.
I know, like you're spreading her secrets.
It's not a secret.
Suzanne says it's always Halloween. I agree. We have Halloween decorations up in our house all year round, and we have 2 black cats too. So, and I just like spooky stuff.
And one very, very frisky calico. I'm still making spiders. There's also Christmas spider.
Hey, yeah, right? There you go. Yeah. The Legend of the Christmas Spider. Yeah.
Just bought my turkey today. Heck yes.
How many people you got coming, Sandra? That always, I don't know. I'm not good at like cooking, so that.
Period. No,
stop.
I'm kidding.
No, I'm a very good cook. Thank you very much. I'm not good at like. Stop it. Alex is just a very picky eater. Like if it's not gas station pizza or like.
Okay, I mean Casey's Pizza. Everybody that lives in the Midwest knows Casey's Pizza's fire. That doesn't. They have a whole kitchen like.
Or like Jack's Pizza from the grocery store. But anyway, I'm not good at like cooking so that things get done at the same time. And like I don't have enough like warmers or.
Last time we cooked. It all pretty much got done at the same time. But granted, I did most of it. So
did you?
I did.
You did.
Actually.
Oh, Sandra says she's got 15 people coming. Wow.
We're going to see a movie on Thanksgiving.
We are.
For a new tradition, maybe. The Trolls movie.
Oh, is that a new tradition?
Should be.
All right. I'm down with that. Would you like to? This is not ours, by the way. That's Melissa.
Cool.
So
like
you need to. We have all these cute little knitted pumpkins here on the table. We actually, would you want to link the PDF to Melissa's pattern in chat? Our main knitting instructor, Melissa Tinsman, is a fantastic knitter and pattern designer. And we have a PDF available that she wrote and designed. She's also really fantastic at design too.
What's it called?
You can just put pumpkin PDF. Alex is going to link it in chat. But anyway, if you're a knitter, she's got this great PDF that we have. And
they're really
Alex is like
cool.
Playing with them, swinging them around.
They're only the PDF's only $3.
Do you link it?
I'm about to.
Okay, cool. Yeah, Melissa, actually.
If you're still in, it is still autumn, so you can. They're really cool. They're nice and soft. Cool. So.
Yep.
Come on in and buy some yarn from us.
We also have yarn online if you're not local, but we would prefer it if you'd come in and see us in person. Anyway, I feel like we're rambling.
Nah.
This
is what we're doing tonight, by the way.
We're just talking, just getting caught up. Speaking of getting caught up, did you guys know I scratched my cornea? I don't know if any of you follow like.
She wore a pirate patch for 2 days.
I did.
Looked absolutely ridiculous.
It was cool. Truly, it was cool. Yeah, on Saturday I scratched my cornea, and they said it was a significant corneal abrasion, whatever that means, and they almost transferred me across the river to like one of the big
She almost
hospitals.
lost her eye. And now I gotta put eye drops in her eye every 4 hours.
Every 4 hours for 10 days, and I can't wear makeup for how many more days?
Till next Tuesday. You should do one side, but not the other.
Yeah, I did that when I had my patch, but I figured it would look funny if I had one eye.
Just do like an emo swoop and then do the other.
I tried that. I tried to cover my patch. I did this, and I was like, "Does this look okay, Alex?"
No, well, the problem is there's a whole lot, the
strap. Yeah. We walked into our like local coffee shop / taco shop
/ Americana food. They sell everything.
And I guess we're regulars now because there were lots of pirate jokes. So I feel like you can't make fun of people like that unless they're regulars.
When we walked up to the counter, I said, "Are you sure you want to eat here?" Are you sure? Like that.
I can see,
like pirate. Get it? You get it? It's a pirate.
I can see, okay. I just feel like my eyes are tired.
Has it affected your seed beading?
Well, so I was about to say that, like, I can still do seed beads, but I have to, like, either do it a little slower or take my glasses off or, like, just, like, find the right spot to look at it.
Yeah, how did you do it?
That's a mystery. We think that I did it in my sleep. Or maybe one of the cats attacked me while we were sleeping or something. No, it was probably just my fingernail.
We don't really know. Can't talk.
Yeah. We don't really know. A lot of people guessed that it was wire that did it because I had been posting those Viking knit pictures. But I always wear glasses when I do that, and I don't remember wire scratching my eye, and I certainly wasn't Viking knitting in my sleep.
Yeah, we almost got 30 people just listening to us.
Just listen to us. So anyway, yeah, so I scratched my cornea, and that's the story. But it's fine now. It's just, it feels like a little, I don't know, like when you wake up in the morning and you feel like you've got stuff in your eyes and like you're looking and it's kind of blurry. Like that's kind of how it is, but it's not that bad.
Like you slept with your contacts in?
Oh, the doctor at the hospital was like, "Do you wear contacts?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm sure I don't wear contacts." He's like, "It looks like a contact injury. Are you sure?" It's like, I think I would know if I had contacts in.
And then they accused me of.
Oh yeah, but I mean that's good that they like asked to make sure that I was safe. You know what I mean? Yeah. So Sandra says it's a gritty feeling. Yeah. Kind of. Yeah. This is more like.
It hurts.
Almost like floaty, like float. I've never had like eye floaters, but like I would imagine that would be what it would be like.
Well, I've had some floaters, but that's different.
Anyway, jeez. So tonight we are making seed bead candy cane earrings and sticking with the love of wire that I've been super into this past week, or 2 weeks actually. We're going to be doing it with wire because I think that that's probably like the easiest way to get a cool shape super quick. There are lots of really cool seed bead candy cane earrings out there that use needle and thread.
Got my laugh react, baby.
But that's not what we're doing. That's not what I'm doing this holiday season. I like quick projects. And so these candy canes are definitely quick. Well, as quick as you can get with lots of little seed beads. So Alex is going to link that kit in chat. We are not doing like our typical. Alex is going to link that kit in chat.
I'm liking the video. I'm sure.
We are not doing like our typical kind of like comment in chat kind of selling live video that we do on Wednesdays. We just decided to make it easy for everybody. And we did a kit. But if you place your kit today or tomorrow, or if you place your order today or tomorrow for one of these candy cane kits, you get a free gift. So we have these cute little glass Christmas pendants, which I'll give you a closer look later. But you get a free Christmas pendant. So yeah, let's switch to the.
What's up, Jordan? How you doing?
Oh hey. Okie doke.
Staying out of trouble. I just want you to know every time I see you log into Xbox Live every night and I get the boop boop, makes me happy.
He goes, "Hey, it's Jordan." Well. He goes, "Jordan's still alive."
Yeah. All right, let's switch.
And let me know when we're on.
We're ready to roll.
We're on. Okay. So we are making these cutie patootie little candy canes. Aren't they sweet? So the kit.
But no, you don't actually eat them. They're not sweet, literally.
No, we don't eat these beads either. So the kit is enough to make one pair,
yeah.
and they're big earrings. I do want to say they are big earrings, but you can use fewer seed beads in order to make them work.
Suzanne said, show your necklace.
Oh, please. Sure. I can do that. Let me show what's on my mat first, and then I'll show my necklace. So let me get these set up in my hand so that it's easy to show them all at the same time. So these are the pendants. You get one free pendant for every candy cane kit that you purchase.
Yeah, don't lick them.
Yeah, no, not a good idea. So the little bottom red one has a Santa Claus on it, and it says Merry Christmas. We've got a little big nose reindeer. It's not Rudolph, though, because his nose is brown. The middle one is a snowman with a scarf.
I like to think it's Blitzen.
I know that ring light is making it hard to see them. But I promise you they're pretty. Then we've got a snowman and then a Christmas tree. And they are double-sided, too, so the back has a pendant or has the picture on it as well. That way, if your necklace flips around, if you put it on a long chain, no big deal. No. They are glass, though, so they're a little bit heavy. So you would maybe not wear them all day as earrings.
Yeah, unlike a real candy cane, you cannot lick these into a shank.
Oh, yeah, no, that's true. Although you could leave the wire pointy if you wanted.
There you go.
Use them as a
personal
weapon.
Defense. Well, no, you don't say weapon. You say
we
personal
can't say
defense.
We can't say that on
Jesus,
Facebook.
you're going to get us demonetized.
Okay, so was it Suzanne that asked to see the necklace?
Yes.
This is a super, super vintage vermeil over tie silver, gold over tie silver bead. We've got some wood. We have some Kenyan bone. And then we have a bunch of Dutch trade beads. Cow.
No. Well, that's not. Never mind.
It is.
I thought it was human bone.
Oh yeah, no.
If you want, you can use my. When I die, you can use my bones as beads.
Thank you. I just might. Okay. Anyway, so in your kit. Oh, why am I sitting down? I have to stand up in order to reach this. Okay. So in your kit, you get a bunch of seed beads. I pre-sorted my seed beads into little piles just to make it so that
movie magic, baby.
You guys aren't watching me count over and over again tonight. But you get, I don't know, 70, 60. You get 60 or 70 size 8 Japanese seed beads in like a pearlescent white. And then you get, I think, 90 of the size 11 Japanese seed beads. They're Mayukis. And they're in red. And then you get hypoallergenic silver plate French hooks. You get 2 6mm silver plate half-hard temperament jump rings. And then you get 2 feet of craft wire. This is silver plated and then red enameled craft wire. So it's got a copper base and it's soft temperament. And so what we're going to do is we are first going to like unspool our little wire coil here, and then we're going to cut it in half. So I'm going to try to do that on screen, but you guys know how to cut wire in half.
Cut it.
And Alex, you'll have to tell me if I'm wandering away from the screen because I can't see the screen at all with the way that the camera's angled.
I'll let you know.
Okay. All right, so the first thing that I'm going to want to do is put a bead stopper, which does not come in your kit, but you do need a bead stopper or some way to stop the wires. Yeah, would you want to link those? And so...
Bead stopper? That's the way I like to say it. Bead stopper.
We are going to string half of your white seed beads onto the wire. So... we're going to do 30 of them.
Oh, man.
I believe.
We had a customer in here a couple of days ago. It was just me. And actually, it was the day you went to the
The day I went to the
emergency room or whatever for your eye. We had a customer in here, a guy in here who had never heard of bead stoppers, and I was like, dude, you have to get bead stoppers. He's like, what are those? I was like, well, it allows you to never spill all your beads all over the floor. And he was like, what? And I showed him how to do it, and he was like, that's super dope. And he bought one. So I'm going to drop this in the link, or in this link in the chat. If you haven't yet, this will change your life. Or if you just misplaced some of yours and want to pick up a fresh box, they're only $7, I think. Yeah.
All right, so we've strung 30 of our size 8 seed beads. And now what we're going to do is keep stringing. And we're going to string our, I believe, 45 of our size 11s in the next color. So we're stringing them one after another, color blocking, right onto the wire. And you can count them as you go. I like to pre-sort them out first and then double check afterwards. But of course you can make them a little bit shorter or smaller than the candy canes that I'm making. I just like the statement look. And hey Alex, while I am stringing these seed beads, would you mind taking that tape measure right there and just measuring the candy cane from top to bottom? I don't think I did that. This is a lot
longer than I thought it was.
Oh yeah, it's a full tape measure. I'm sure you guys love watching me string seed beads like this. Normally I'm a little
what's
faster.
What's that stuff called?
But
when you,
I do have a corneal abrasion. So
what's that stuff called that you always watch?
I don't know.
And they go,
oh, ASMR.
yes, that's what it is. Basically.
But it's not sounds.
About an inch and a half.
An inch and a half. Okay, so Alex is saying
more or less
that the candy canes, like if you use all the beads in your kit, the candy cane, the finished candy cane will be about an inch and a half tall. Okay. So I have now strung my beads back to back like this.
Those are beads.
And what we're gonna do,
those are strung beads.
We are gonna put them right in the middle of our wire.
Are you gonna twist them?
Yes.
Ooh.
But we're gonna do it in a special way to make sure that they twist right. So what we're gonna do is, let me make sure I'm actually on the camera here.
Yeah.
So what we're gonna do is we are going to clasp our two ends of the wire with our bead stopper so that the two ends are about even. They don't have to be perfect, but we do want them to be even. And then what we want is to make sure that, are you able to spot focus?
Maybe.
I really need them to see this part. If you can, thank you. So you can see now that my wire is, my two ends of the wire are in two different sections of the bead stopper. Don't try to clasp them in the same little opening. Otherwise, one will fall out. So now what we're going to do is we are going to separate the two different sizes of seed beads. So I have my red size 11s on one side and my white size 8s on the other side. And I'm going to just kind of gently bend this into a little bit of a U shape. Well, I shouldn't have done that. So a little bit of a U shape like that. And then what I'm going to do is take any tiny round object. You can use your round nose pliers. You can use a knitting needle. You can use a safety pin. Anything that's tiny and cylindrical or like a rod of some sort. This is just like a little dowel. We sell little mandrel sets. You could certainly use any of your tinier mandrels. Anything that is going to allow you to make a loop around it. So you definitely can use your round nose pliers. I am just using this just because it's a little bit easier for me right now. So I'm going to string that through the U shape of my wire. And Alex, if you could be just kind of like on called a spot focus because I noticed it trying to focus back on my hands more. So what we're going to do now is we are going to hold your fingers tight here at the wire, and we're just going to twist this so that we get a little loop, and we can take the wire out. Can you focus it for me, please?
We'll keep it still.
I'm trying to hold it so they can see it. So we've got a little loop. It can be a little bigger than that. It can be a little smaller than that. Doesn't really matter. But I would say my loop is about 3 or 4 millimeters. All right, so now what we're going to do is we are going to slide those beads down towards that loop. And we should have about the same length of beads. The seed beads should be just, or I'm sorry, the size 11 seed beads should just be maybe a couple of beads longer or higher or taller, I should say, than the, can you focus on that for me, please? Thank you. Than the size 8s, and that is intentional. We do want those to be a little bit longer because basically what's going to happen is the red stripe is going to wrap around the white stripe a little bit more if we have it like this. And so you'll see what I'm talking about in just a second. Actually, I'll just show you here. So you can see, oh, it's pulsing. Can you, never mind, it fixed itself. So you can see that the red stripe almost twists around and curls a little bit more than the white stripe. And that makes a less squiggly candy cane. I hope that makes sense. So having that stripe be longer allows for that to happen. That way it doesn't look like a kind of like squiggle going up as much. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take our bead stopper off. We're going to straighten our wires, and then we're going to put our bead stopper back on just a couple millimeters above the wire, or I'm sorry, above the beads. So you can see there, and Alex, if you could make sure we're focused. I think we're good, but I know it's wanting to focus back here.
Okay.
Okay, so you can see that I've got the stopper just, well, I hope you can see, just right above the wire. I'm sorry, on the wire right above the beads. So what we're going to do now is we're going to either put our round nose pliers or our little mandrel or whatever you're using to create that shape. We're going to put that back into that little circle, and we're going to start twisting. So hold your bead stopper and hold this end, and we're just going to start twisting. And I'm actually going to zoom out for just a second so you guys get a better look at what I'm doing here. So you can see that we're twisting. It doesn't really matter what end you twist. Like I could twist this bead stopper side, whatever you want to do. And you'll notice that as we twist it, as these wires kind of curve around each other, a lot of that kind of slack that we left in there is kind of being, I don't know, it's disappearing. So what we're going to do is we're going to twist until we pretty much can't twist anymore without breaking beads. So you'll be able to kind of feel when it tightens up. And so I like to just kind of use my fingers to straighten it or to push any squiggles where they need to go. And then I'm going to slide my mandrel out. I'm going to zoom back in. And then at this point, we're going to take the stopper off. But we are going to take the stopper off very carefully so that, Alex, if you could focus for me, please. If you just want to leave that screen up and then just kind of keep watching it, that would be great because this is an important step. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the bead stopper off carefully so that our beads don't run away. We're going to keep our fingers here, and we're going to cross these wires so they're going to go kind of on the opposite side from where they were before. And then now that they're both kind of like out like arms or like a TV antenna, we're going to start twisting them together almost like a bread tie. And so one thing to keep in mind is that you have to kind of twist in the same direction that you had your candy cane twisting in. So if they kind of need to be manipulated so that they so that one wraps around the other, make sure to do that. So you can see I've kind of started that twist, and I'm going to continue just a couple more times to make sure it's really secure. Sometimes that'll kind of manipulate the stripe, like your red stripe. So you can just use your fingers to kind of press it to where it needs to go, or kind of twist and untwist and retwist, whatever makes sense. The wire is very soft, so you can do what you need to do with it. Now, at this point, what we're going to do, now that we have about 2 millimeters of wire twisted, we're going to take our our flush cutter, and we're going to cut the tail ends off. We're still leaving a little bit of a tail though. All right, so we've got a tail that's about like that, enough to make sure that it's secure, but not long enough that it is really going to be noticeable. And so now what we're going to do is we're going to use our chain nose pliers, and we're just going to bend it upwards to hide it. What are you laughing at? And so I am going to bring this a little closer to my face so I can see it with my kind of blurry vision. And then Alex, if you can go back to the chat to see if we've got any questions.
Nope.
Okay, awesome. So you can see, or at least I hope you can. Alex, can you focus it for me? One second, guys. Nope. Let me put my hand behind it.
No, it's not. Okay, there you go.
Here we go. Thanks, Alex. Hearts in chat for Alex. We're always trying to get it to focus. Right when I say that, it goes blurry again. Sorry about that, guys. I'm not sure why it's doing that, but hopefully you could see that I was able to bend it over and kind of get it hidden. I always like to kind of angle it towards whichever side has a little bit more space. And then what we're going to do is we're going to decide if we are going to make the candy canes as is, so that they're just cute little candy canes on their own, like that, or if we want to dangle a bead from the bottom of them or from the little hook side. I like them as is, but if you like really long statement earrings, we can leave this loop at the bottom alone. Alex, can you make sure it's focusing? It's wanting to find my hand for some reason. The seed beads are so tiny. So we can put this little loop at the bottom and dangle a bead off of it if you want. But for me, I'm just going to kind of tuck it back up into the design. Now, if you got a really nice tight wrap here, and there's not a lot of room to hide this little circular loop, what you can do is actually use your round nose pliers, and you can twist it so that the loop gets smaller and smaller. And you can even, if you're successful at creating something similar to what we've got on the other side, you can cut it down and cut that loop completely off. Unless you are a very skilled wire worker, I don't necessarily recommend that, because sometimes if you're not secure and tight with your wrap, it can unravel, and then you're sprinkling seed beads on the sidewalk, and nobody wants that. So instead, what I recommend is to just bend that loop up and out of the way, and then we just have a cute little curl. Alex, can you focus it for me, please? We have a cute little curl at the bottom that's completely hidden. So now we're going to form it into the candy cane shape. And I like to kind of do this intentionally to make sure that when I bend it, it doesn't untwist. So I almost continue twisting it as I bend it over to make sure that I don't have a weird kind of loose spot when I've bent it over at the arc. So I just like to kind of play with it, make sure I like the shape, and just kind of manipulate it with my hands. I'll sometimes go back in and twist the other side so that they kind of start and stop at the same spot. If you bend it and you're not happy with it and it looks kind of goofy, straighten it again and bend it the other way. And that's a way that you can make it look really kind of different. But I'm very happy with this shape. I think it looks good. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my chain nose pliers. Did I forget to bring my other pliers over here? I did. Alex is going to entertain you for just a moment while I go get my other pliers. I'll be right back.
Hello, everyone.
You want to tell them where they can find us on Friday?
Friday, we'll be doing a live stream on Whatnot. It is an app for your mobile device. Yeah, join us. We'll be selling beads, like probably. Yeah. And yeah, you can participate, get some cool stuff, hang out with us for about an hour. It's always a good time.
There's a join link in the comments.
There's even a join link in the comments. If you're enjoying the content right now, make sure to like the video, heart it if you're on Facebook, and of course, share it with all your friends, and of course, subscribe or follow, depending on where you're watching. Hey, look, she's back.
I'm back. Okay, so I'm going to open the jump ring, and we always want to open our jump rings this way and not the other way. And Alice, I'm going to need you to spot focus because this is, again, tiny little stuff that it's going to not want to find. So instead of hooking the jump ring, let me get this out of the way and see if it'll do a better job. All right, so instead of hooking the jump ring over the entire thing, what we're going to want to do is actually kind of like nestle it in between those two wraps and kind of find a spot where it's centered on top. If you don't nestle it between the wraps, what happens is, you turn your head to the side and the whole candy cane falls out of the jump ring. So we can't just like hook the candy cane through the jump ring. You actually have to hook the jump ring through in between the two wraps. Like you can see, I've got it between the red and the white little spirals. So I'm going to string my earring finding on. I'm going to then close my jump ring. Make sure I check from the top to make sure it's closed as well. And then through movie magic, we have a pair of candy cane earrings. Yay! Hearts in chat. What do you think? You guys think it's a project you will do? What I love about it is that you can use this technique to create fun shapes that are not even candy canes. Know if
we can buy the pendants separately.
Oh yeah, totally. Just send us a message. We don't have them on the website, but we can definitely get you hooked up and send you an invoice for them. But yeah, I'm going to show you guys the pendants again. Any purchase of the kit on our website this weekend, Alex, can you link that for me? Comes with one free pendant, and you can, the kit that we're showing tonight. You can let us know in the comments if you want to pick a favorite.
I mean, it's right there, but
that's okay. So there's the snowman with the scarf. There is the Christmas tree. You have a reindeer. And then we've got a holly jolly Santa Claus. And this one says Merry Christmas. And then we have, this snowman has a scarf too. Oh no. We have a snowman with a landscape in the background. But yeah, so each purchase of a kit today or tomorrow on our website comes with one free pendant of your choice. And if you don't tell us then we'll send you whichever one is our favorites. All right, Alex is gonna switch back to face cam. Thanks so much, everybody, for hanging out with us tonight. They are super cute. I definitely think that a kid could make them. But yeah, we were gonna start doing like holiday stuff on Whatnot and on Wednesdays again.
Wednesday.
But our holiday box is not here yet. It was supposed to be here, and then I got a notification.
It might have delivered late.
Maybe. I got a notification that they split it into 2 boxes, and one of them was going to
Hi, honey.
Oh, hello. One of them was going to be arriving, and the other one is somewhere.
Hopefully it shows up.
Yeah. So sorry that we were not able to start holiday stuff this Friday, but we will continue with the Beads for Good trunk show benefiting the Tascherat Orphanage in Mexico. So that'll be Friday, and then I don't know if we'll be able to do it this Saturday, but we were thinking about doing like Saturday morning reruns of the night before.
So if you can't catch the show on Friday, you could hopefully catch it on Saturday. We know that sometimes people go out on Friday nights, or just have different availability. So we thought it might be a good idea to diversify the nights that we go live on Whatnot.
Yeah, a lot of people are like morning people online, and a lot of people are evening people online too. So we kind of don't really do the morning.
Never.
Thing. Yeah, we're not morning people.
I mean, I am, but she's
I'm not. So yeah, I think that would be fun to do. But let us know in chat if you guys think that would be a fun idea. I know there's a lot of people in chat tonight that aren't usually on our Whatnot streams, and I don't know if that's just because of the time, but
yeah, join us Friday 6 p.m. Whatnot. Use the link in the description. If you do, you'll get $15 for free on the Whatnot app towards your first purchase, and it helps us out too. So yeah, but yeah, we have fun, and Whatnot's really cool. It makes a lot less work for me. I don't have to hear, could you focus every 5 seconds.
No, and also like the invoices and stuff are automatic, and you guys know
the back end of the app is
right
excellent.
We never would intentionally try to make mistakes or mess with anybody's order, but occasionally we're all human, and so occasionally you'll get an invoice that doesn't have the right
believe
stuff
it or not, we do double check all the orders. Sometimes we just miss them, and that's our fault. Make sure to give us a 5-star review over there on Whatnot, though.
Oh my goodness, yeah, we would love that.
Because you like us.
We're rambling again. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight, guys.
Have a great night.
We'll see you Friday. Bye.
Have a great night. Make sure to